Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey, welcome back to Perry's Time. You know how we do it. We like to take a real life situation and talk about it, people. And I have a short story time for you today. And this is sort of interesting and I guess debatable, or I would like to hear everybody's opinion afterwards on: do you think a single mother, should have a roster of men on call? Because the story I got for you today is about a Detroit single mother double booked a date night and it goes off the rails. Okay. And basically, in this story, she's a single mother and she's kid free. And people know what that means. You know, when you kid free, it's time to go out there and do you, sow your wild oats, and just catch up on old times. But my thing is, and it could be the double standard in me, I know men may have girls, you know, on hold, on call. But for one, it's not safe. And I tell my sons it's not safe. And for women, I don't know. Like I said, I want you guys' opinion. You know, I've been married for a long time. So I embrace being married. And I think that should be most people's ultimate goal. But some people, feel like today, society is just do you. Don't worry about getting married. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into this story. It's pretty interesting, and she's from my wife's hometown. So let's get into it about this Detroit single mother double booked a date night, and it goes off the rails. Here we go.
If I told y'all what happened to me last night, y'all gonna think that I'm lying. Now, I tried to say this story time. I was gonna wait until I was at least in my car on my way to work or something like that, but I gotta get it out. I have to tell y'all, okay? So last night, I was kid free. And what do kid free mothers do when they kid free and got an empty house? Like per anybody else, I had the number one, like, okay, well, I know for a fact he about to slide through. So I had my fuse, my picks, they was all on the tier, the main one I wanted to come, if that didn't work out, him, if that didn't work out, Tumo, who was like, last resort, right?
People, she got them set up in tiers: the broke ass ones and the rich ones. And as you get through the story, she had a tendency to sort of get more fulfillment from the broke ones.
So all reliable didn't really work out too well. So the guy under him, the second option, he was like, oh yeah, well, I slide through, blah, blah, blah. Once I found like towards later on in the evening, it's like, okay, this probably not gonna work out. I hit up one of the dudes was like, last resort. And I'm stalling like, oh, well, I have to drop my daughter off. She already dropped off. I'm just trying to figure out what it is I want to do. So he like, yeah, I'll swing by. I'm at like a little family gathering. But once, and I have to drop somebody off. Once I drop them off, I will be on my way. So I'm like, well, call me first because I may be asleep.
She said, call me first, because she booked the last result guy, meaning, use the last guy on the totem pole, right? But let me book you just in case nothing else come through. And it sounds like something else comes through.
Play down, right? Because if I don't answer, don't come. You know what I'm saying? So while he's in the midst of texting me, one of my old things, like old favorites, hit me up like, what you on? What you doing? Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, well, shit, come out here. Come chill with me. Had to go pick the nigga up. That's besides the point. I don't even want to hear. But anyway, I leave to go pick him up. So while I'm picking him up, the dude who said he was on his way blowing my phone down. So he in the car like, who was that calling you? I'm like, oh, that's a dude I just spent, to spend a little time with you or whatever. And he like, he gonna keep calling? I'm like, I guess he gonna keep calling. I told him to call me before he on his way because I may be asleep. So technically I'm asleep right now, right? I need y'all to keep up, okay? We stop at the gas station, come to the house. When I'm backing into my parking spot, he say, oh, I ain't even see dog right there. I'm like, who? I'm not paying no attention to it because I'm thinking it's somebody leaving to go out to their car, right? Get out the car, come into my building. By the time we made it up the stairs to my apartment and stick the key in the door, I look to my right. I always do that. I don't know why. I think it's because of some stairs there. I look to my right. Y'all, why is the nigga sitting there staring at me?
I think he's probably standing there because he was your last result and he was more than happy to receive your phone call. And he didn't want to be denied.
So I say, I'm just looking at him like, what? I'm behooved because what are you doing here? So we go into the house. Old thing looks at me and he go, "What's the matter?" I say, "That's the dude that was blowing my phone up." So he loud, like, swear to God. I'm like, I swear, like that is him. He literally 2 steps behind him at my door. What are you doing here? Because now, granted, I did say, you could come over, but I said, call me before you come because I might be asleep. I'm asleep. If somebody told me that and I called them when I'm on my way and I blew their phone down and they didn't answer, I would assume it's because they sleep and I just wouldn't show up. You showed up anyway. You showed up anyway. And it was like, what type of time are you on? So he still proceeds to leave out of the door, go to his car, sit in his car, and still blow my phone up and text me 1,001 times. I would insert the text messages. I'm gonna insert them. Hold on. You can pause the read. So this is after he left after he seen me close the door in his face, y'all. He still went and got in his car.
Okay, people, just in case you guys can't see this. And the text messages went something like this: "Ain't no way. Bro, I'm at your door. Just so you know, that was me. I can't believe you really did this. LOL. Never have I ever been done like this. I know your car. You know that, right? You effing called me out here to ditch me for a ninja wearing high top Adidas, laughing my ass off. Enjoy it. So if I come knock, so if I come and knock at the door, then what? I hear you. Waste of my time because you clearly enjoy this low life shit." Oh, that's pretty much what he said.
Just dropped off, so I had to put on some clothes and pause. Anyway, so something told me to go downstairs to check because y'all see he's talking about my car. What do you want? Are you trying to damage my property? That's real sassy of you, sir. So I'm like, well, let me put something on and go back down the stairs. Mind y'all, let me tell y'all a little bit more detail about him. We only went on one date. We went on one date. One date. So I go down to just peek to see if he's still in the building, and he's not in the hallway. So I'm like, all right, let me creep down the stairs. I creep down the stairs. Y'all, it's like a little broom by my back door because when it snowed, I guess, I don't know if they use that to shovel instead of actually had to see if my girl was okay. But I don't know if they use the broom instead of shoveling or what the case. I don't know why the broom is by the door. Y'all, I go down to look at the stairs. He got the broom in the door. So I think that's what he meant by, so if I come knock on the door, then what? Did you prop the broom up in the door
Yes, he did.
so that you could come back and knock on my door? We was just gonna look at you like you were crazy. Like, what type of time are you on? That means, just to put it in perspective, you were already outside of your car when I pulled up. Are you okay? So you see me park my car, get out of my car with another dude, and still proceeded to follow us into my building and up the stairs into my door.
Yep, he did that. Look, that man wanted you that night. He was on call. He received your call and he was going to fulfill your needs. And he thought you wanted him and he was hoping that you would ditch the other guy and feel sorry for him and bring him in.
And then when I say men are weird and sassy, y'all don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, what type of time are you on? Then, I wake up. I called my friend like 5 o'clock in the morning to tell her about this. Told her about it. We hung up the phone, go to sleep. I wake up to her texting me and send me a screenshot of his page. I don't follow this man on any social media platforms. None. She screenshotted me his page and said, ain't this the dude from last night? How did he find me? I said, oh, he's crazy. Just
Damn, the man done went to your friend list on social media and started to track you down through them. Wow. He might be a little sick.
for me to open up my messenger and he in there saying, you still foul as fuck. Just because you blocked me, don't change that with a smiley face. Y'all, I have never experienced something like this before. Because why are you at my house? Why are you here? Why are you here? If I wasn't answering the phone, why would you still show up? I'm wrong. I am partially to blame. I am wrong as well. But a normal person would have just not came. You know, would have been like, oh, this person on some bullshit or something like that. You still showed up. Watch me get out of the car with another dude and followed us in the building. I don't know why TikTok muted my original sound. But, y'all, I'm single. I have, on my roster, it's like different caliber of men. You got the top tier, the mid tier, and the bottom tier.
Basically, like if you was dealing with cars, you would have the Escalade, the Toyota Corollas, then the Pintos.
Bottom tier ones may not have a car. That's the baby snoring. They may not have a car. You know, they may be down bad. They may need to get picked up, you know, but they got good peen. That's why they still on the roster. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times I entertain this stuff because I'm bored. He was a mid-tier dude, though. I'll give him that. He was mid-tier. He had some stuff going for him. I just didn't like him. That's why he was the last resort. I didn't care for him. Conversations was forced. He was real aggressive, you know. If I took too long to respond to his text message, he'd call me. Why does it take you forever to respond to my text messages? Calm down. But, yeah, y'all, I would have never did this with one of my higher tier dudes. No, they get, you know.
They get the rural treatment?
The more renowned me, you know. They get the classier version of me. But, you know, low tier dudes been around since I was 16, bopping. Since I was a teeny bopper. Literally. Know me like the back of my hand. And if they still around to this day, it's because they know how to knock the Mario coins out my pocket purse without me having to give them direction. And if I'm single and I'm kid free and I got a kid free night, I'm going to go through my roster. Hence why the first two didn't really work out. You know, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. They busy at jobs. Oh, and this also happened months ago, y'all. I've been sitting on this story time for a long time. It could have been worse. Y'all, this really could have ended real bad, but it didn't. And I'm really lucky for that. You know, he took his L and he kept it moving. He really could have stalked me. He could have tore my car up. He could have been sitting outside my house when I went to work the next day. You know, it could have been worse. I'm lucky.
That's true. You are very lucky with that. I mean, you never know what you get.
I was phased, but I bet you I learned my lesson. I bet you I learned my lesson. You know what my friend say to me every day? She cusses me out every day about something because I do a lot of stuff because I'm bored. 9 times out of 10, unprovoked. Her favorite line is, I can't leave you alone for 2 seconds because you always doing something. I can't help it. I'm messy. It be red flags everywhere. Call me Ray Charles. If you've been here for a while, you know about a lot of my stories, my other story times. Y'all, I need help. That last story time had the men plaid boxers, the boneless kind, their ethicas and they polo drawers in a bind, had them in a vice grip. And they were really trying to go in them comments. According to them, I'm never going to find a man and I'm never going to get married because I have a roster. And it's this type of climate that we are in that's keeping women from getting married. And I'm also a black and ghetto because I had a bonnet on. So I think I'm going to take that time and that energy. I'm going to take their advice. I'm going to take that time and that energy that I put into my roster and put it into myself and build myself and focus on myself so that way I can find me a husband. Okay? And then when I find that man, I'm going to solely dedicate my time to him and only him while he dates all the other females he want to date. Because, we're going back to the old, to the old stuff, Because I want to find me a man. Get the fuck. Do you see how stupid that sound? Do y'all see how stupid that sound? A man ain't nothing to get. A man better get me. And he better catch me while he can. Okay? Get your panties out, Shaq. Because I'ma still do it. I'ma still do it. I'ma still have a roster. May the best nigga win. Goodbye.
Well, damn. Okay. See, there's a lot to say there too, right? And I'm gonna say this. Now, me personally, I don't think she said a man about to get her. I don't think no man is looking for a woman who refusing to get rid of the roster. And maybe this roster, I'm not sure. She never got into the details of where the baby father went. But was it because of a roster? I don't know. And it could be a little double standard, like how I might look at women and say, damn, you shouldn't be doing this, but I may not care as much if it was a guy. And I understand there's a double standard. But she said her friend always say that, girl, you just do anything. When you get bored, you just do anything. Could that be part of the issue? Why she don't have a man? Don't know. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is it just my double standard? Is it just simply not safe for a man or a woman to be having this roster, bringing these people in and out your house, right? And if these men been knowing you since 16, obviously you just a neighborhood stop. These aren't marriage material that you're dealing with. So why waste your time? Why put yourself at risk? But anyway, people, let me know what you know in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next Perry time. Bye, everybody.